my 7-month chakra course. So beautiful to have you here with us today. Oh,
All right, so here we go. I'm going to mute all, and then I'm asking Cristi to unmute and spotlight. There we go.
right. So we're going to begin in a grounded seat of support. So whatever that means for you, I'm simple cross-legged, and allow your hands to just rest on the knees, connecting you to your physical form. And the invitation here is to soften the eyes or close them completely, right? Do what feels most natural to you to help you settle more deeply into you, as that is what this practice is about. And just take a few deep, smooth breaths in and out without any particular technique yet. Just as this way to arrive here and now in this moment. Just settling in more deeply, press down through the sit bones, feel that point of contact with the ground. And then rise up a little bit taller. Tone through your low belly. Zip up from the navel to your heart. Then the collarbones smile open, the shoulders settle down, the crown of the head reaches up to sky. And then we'll begin by taking our left hand to our heart and our right fingertips. I know you can't see mine, but they're gently touching the ground. So you're going to have to hinge forward ever so slightly to do this. This is a form of Bhumi Sparshva Mudra. It is a mudra that helps connect us, root us to our first chakra, known as Muladhara. I want you to imagine each fingertip as a tendril of support, of a little root growing down all the way into the center of the earth. I want you to breathe down into everything that you are connected to. Feel your roots of support. The roots of your family, the roots of your origin, the roots of your belonging, the roots of this body. Just breathe down into this connection. And I want you to feel how supreme love has descended down into you and incarnated in the form of this beautiful body temple that you inhabit. Breathe into this gift of embodiment, as this is where our journey begins. And then take your hands into a downward pointing triangle. This is called Yoni Mudra. I'm going to bring your hands right onto the low belly. So thumbs touch below the navel, fingertips point down towards your yoni. This is the home of our second chakra, known as Swadhisthana. And you might allow the pelvis to rock forward and back a little bit as we move from this rooted, grounded power of the earth to the rhythm and the flow and the circulation of water in our own sweet place. This is the flow of our emotions, the dance of our desires, the arousal of pleasure. And just connecting into the flow of creation. Breathing in and out to this emotional center. awakening and alivening its intelligence right here and now. And then bring your hands together, rub them vigorously, create some friction. As we move up to the third chakra, known as Manipura, the element is fire. And the only way to create fire is by striking a match against a hard surface, rubbing two sticks together, and that's what we're doing. Once the heat is activated, bring the hands right on the solar plexus, the space between the navel and the sternum. And I want you to visualize a light, a candle, a flame burning about the size of your thumb. This is the flame of transformation. This is the power to shine, to let yourself be seen, to have the courage to take action in your life and to really say yes. It's your confidence, your esteem, your will. Offer anything that you want to transform into the flame right here and now. Whether it's negativity, an old story, your smallness. Let it burn. And then moving up to the heart, you can take the left hand to the center of the chest, the right hand on top for a version of Hridaya Mudra, the inner cave of the heart. We gently bow in. It is here that we awaken and amplify the power of love. Love in all its forms. From self-love to relationship love, to our love of family, to our love of what we do, to our love of life. It's also where we soften into compassion and empathy. And we forgive. Take a deep breath in, expanding through your heart wings so that we can soar on the breath of grace, the breath of joy in love. And then moving up this sacred ladder all the way up to the throat center, I want you to interlace all your fingers. And then extend your middle fingers up. The middle finger represents space, the element associated with the throat chakra. Hands right in front of the throat. This is called Matangi Mudra. The throat chakra is all about purifying the lies, the untruths that live in your system, your thoughts, your words, all of your swallowed words that you haven't been able to express. And when we do that, we return to harmony within ourselves and the world around us. We recognize that our voice is our power and our expression is our gift to the world. Take a deep breath in and out through this power center. And then moving up to the third eye, bring all 10 fingertips to touch. Right, it's almost like you're holding your brain here, right? We got the left side and the right side, we're merging it together. So we're honoring this whole, and the thumbs can gently plug it into the brow center if you like. The home of our sixth chakra known as Ajna. This is where science meets magic. Intellect meets intuition. Wisdom meets inspiration, and poetic art and expression. Allow yourself to see beyond the binary. Allow yourself to dream bigger, to remember your magic and the deep inner wisdom that you embody. Take a deep breath in and out through this power center at the third eye. And our final stop on this journey is up to the crown of the head. You can take your hands into like a lotus mudra, thumb and pinky together. The hands can rest right on the crown, or you might touch them and then lift the shape up over, whatever feels better to you. This is our crown jewel, known as Sahasrara. This is where we meet the divine, and we remember there's no separation. That there is nothing in this world that is not touched by divine grace, by divine gratitude, by divine joy. The remembrance here is also the pure potentiality that we have access to. And there's this infinite unfolding, as the name Sarasara suggests, an infinite unfolding of the petals of the lotus, this infinite unfolding of consciousness, this infinite unfolding of freedom and liberation that is never ending. Drink that in. Remember your light. Remember your divinity, and remember what we do matters and impacts the whole. Take a deep breath in, reach up, and then just expand the arms out, open to grace, open to God, Goddess, whatever it is that you connect with. And then as you exhale, just descend it down, let the arms shower down over you. We travel from the sky back down to the earth. And then one more time, we inhale through the center from the roots of the earth all the way up to the heavens. And then from the heavens, divine grace seeps into every chakra, every cell, every organ, every tissue. And this is how we manifest and embody our dreams into reality. Hands come back to the heart center in prayer and just bow in. We'll end this opening by joining our voices, our prayers, our intentions for our own healing and empowerment and activation at each of these 7 distinct levels with the vibration of Om. Inhale deeply to your heart. Om. Namaste. Bow into you. You can extend the legs out. You can gently bang out the backs of the knees. And we're going to find our way onto our mats if you need to make any adjustments. You're going to come onto your hands and knees in table position. We'll meet there. For some reason my music keeps stopping. Okay, there we go. All right, so meet me on your hands and your knees. I think that works, yeah. Spread your fingers. Feeling this connection, we start at the roots. Feel each of your base knuckles grounding. Feel the fingers gently claw back. Inhale, open your heart, tail back. Exhale, round the spine, draw the belly in and up. Move through these 2 shapes 3 more times. On the power of your exhale, take the tongue out of the mouth, clear the way. Our first chakra helps us to come into connection with our ground, with our foundation, with our solidity, with our structure. It is also the primal and instinctual energies. It's vitality and health. Come back to neutral and bring your chin and your chest to the ground. Hug the elbows in. Slither through. We stay low to the ground and tuck the toes. Rise into cobra, elbows bent. Heavy the pelvis. Draw the head of the arm bones back. Push back to hands and knees. Come back into your cat shape. Sit all the way back, child's pose. Push the ground away. Look forward. Bend the elbow. Stay low to the ground. Slither through like the snake of Kundalini that rests dormant right at the base of the pelvis. Rise up into cobra. Exhale, push back, hands and knees. Draw up through the solar plexus. All the way back to child's pose. Look forward. Bend the elbow. Stay low to the ground. Slither through. You might even make the sound of a snake. Rising up cobra. Pelvis heavy. Arm bones back. Stretch through the feet. Push back, hands and knees. Round spine, cat shape. All the way back, child's pose. Arms straight and strong. Rise back up to all fours. Toes tuck under. Downward facing dog you go. Step your feet together. Inhale, slowly lift your left leg up to the sky. Lift from your inner thigh. Hug the hips in. Take the whole breath for the leg to arrive. And then slowly lower it down. Inhale, right leg sweeps up to the sky. Lift from the inner leg. As you exhale, bring your knee into your navel. Step the foot forward between your hands. Come to the fingertips. Inhale, pull your chest through the arms. Exhale, tap the back knee down. Shift your hips back. Rock back on your heel for half of a split pose or Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, rebend the knee. Feel how your foot strikes the earth. Lift your chest. Exhale, rock back on the heels, straightening the leg a little or a lot. 2 more times on your own. Use the power of your breath to awaken the body. The first chakra governs the base of the spine, the channels of the legs, the feet. 1 more round. Exhale it back. Rebend your right knee. Lift up behind the back knee. Pivot both feet to the left. Stay low to the ground. Bend the left knee and just brush the earth. And pivot all the way to left foot is in front. Bend the front knee, lift chest. Tap your back knee down. Exhale, shift back, rock back on your heel. And inhale, coming forward. So you might be moving a little slower than you're used to, but that is how the earth moves. Right? The earth is never rushing. Right? It's reliable. It's stable. It's secure. It's repetitive. And even cyclical in nature. Feel that in your body and your movements now as we do 1 more round. Rebend the knee. Lift up behind the back knee and pivot both feet over to the right. Just touch the earth. And then go back the other way. Pivot left toes out, right toes in. Little sway, low to the ground. 1 more time over to the right. Pivot all the way to the front of the mat. Bend the back knee, take a big step all the way to the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart or slightly wider. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, heels in, toes out. Malasana, elbows to the inside. And give a little squeeze right at your pelvic floor, the home of Muladhara. You might visualize it as a ruby red wheel of light. Hands come down, straighten the legs, pivot the toes forward, catch the elbows. And a little figure 8 here to one side. Let gravity help open the body. Press down into the feet, lift sit bones up. Release hands down, inhale, lift chest, heels in, toes out 1 more time. Malasana, elbows press open. Then give that little squeeze right to the pelvic floor. Feel the activation of even the tissues physically. Exhale, hands down, straighten the legs. Pivot the toes forward, catch the other elbow on top. And a little figure 8 once again. Feel all four corners pressing into the ground. Big toe, inner heel, pinky toe, outer heel. Pause, release the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands to the top of the pelvis with the flat back. Rise on up. Heels spin in, toes out, what I call Ganesha squats. Lift chest. Exhale, sit back. Inhale. Exhale. So knees track over, second, third toes. We're strengthening the power of our legs. Our legs are how we plug into the earth to receive the dynamic grounding, the power, the strength, the vitality of our root chakra. You use the power of the exhale to clear the way of heaviness, clear the way of inertia, clear the way of all the energy that feels stuck and stagnant that keeps you from climbing this beautiful rainbow bridge all the way to the crown. 3 more. Inhale, nose, exhale, mouth. Last one. I think I gave you one extra. I think that's okay. Rise back up. Pause. Step the feet together. Rikshasana, tree pose, standing on left foot. Kickstand, option 1. Below the knee or above the knee. Hug to center. Eyes steady. Standing foot, ground. 4 corners, big toe, inner heel, press down. Pinky toe, outer heel. Imagine drawing the energy of earth up into the legs, into the pelvis, through the center of the spine, and then maybe the arms branch out. Yeah. Hug to center. We awaken the power of I am. I am. And you can repeat your name. Claim who you are, that you belong here in this moment. I am Cristi Christensen. I am. I am. I belong here. I am home in this body. I am home on this earth. Switch feet. Kickstand. Above the knee, below the knee. You decide. You hug to the center. Hands to heart, eyes steady. All 4 corners, big toe, inner heel. Pinky toe, outer heel. Maybe from the center arch of your foot, imagine dropping a grounding cord, just like the tendrils you dropped from your fingertips in our Bhumi Sparsva Mudra. And then if you'd like, you express out, you branch out. You imagine the flowers, the fruits that are blooming. You hug to center. And then the wind starts to blow. And you start to move. Ooh. Keep finding your center. Keep finding your foundation, your roots of support. Even as the world around you starts to shake. Feel that power of I am. Grounded, secure, stable, healthy, strong, vibrant, vital. I am. And then slowly, with a smile, release it down. Bend both knees, hands to heart. Just lift both heels up 3 times. Lift heels. I know you can't see mine because my legs, my pants, lift them up. Lower it down. Just wake up the feet a little more. Good. And then ground and standing up. Take your feet back to about hip width apart. Hands come right back into our Yoni Mudra. Soften the knees. Feel the support of earth. And let's bring in that element of flow as you start to move the pelvis forward and back. Coming into relationship with all that is flowing in you, through you, your own sweet place of Swahistana. And then allow the hips to circle in one direction. And if you feel constricted by having your hands here, you can free the arms. You can allow them to move. The eyes can be soft. Go into the feeling body. The feeling body. And then switch directions. Circle. Breathe. The second chakra is related to the element of water. And the color here is more of a sunset orange. Good. And then coming back up, wave the arms up, wave, take this energy of the wave through the spine. Hinge from the hips, pour upper body over lower body. And then inhale, undulate the spine up and down. Twice more. Inhale, lengthen. I'm going to give us just a little more volume of the music. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Lisa, let me know if that's okay. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step it back to plank. Actually, don't. Step your left foot back. Hands frame the foot. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, round the spine. Draw the energy power into the low belly. And then expand it out. Twice more. Exhale, pulling into the center. And then radiating out. One more time. Drawing into the sunset orange and then allowing the sunset orange to expand out. Tap the back knee down, turn the left toes out 45 degrees. Left arm comes off the mat. Big circle of the arms. You side bend over to the left. Hug the two hips together. Squeeze at Muladhara. Pull in through Swahisthana. Trace the circle of a big, beautiful full moon. And then hands come down. Pivot. Stay low to the ground. Bend the left knee, touch the earth. All the way to the left side. Back, fingertips frame the foot. Let the hips sink. And then round the spine, draw in and up, right to low belly, low back. And then exhale, radiate out. And keep it going. I want you to feel like these movements are one continual flow with no beginning, no end. It's almost like the sacred shape of our Swahisthana is a circle. And that's how our movements flow. Tap the back knee down, turn left toes out. Right arm walks wide, left arm sweeps over. You side bend, you hug to it to center, you squeeze in. Big circle. Two more times. Hands come down. Lift up underneath the back knee. Pivot over to the right. And this time, right toes turn out. Stay low, hips back. And we're going to pulse from side to side. You can either keep the hands down or free the arms as you sway from side to side. I want you to stay low. Right? Water follows the path of least resistance. It follows the current of the earth. Beautiful. The next time you arrive on your right leg, hands come down, pivot to the front of your mat, step back to plank. Lower to the ground. Untuck toes. Inhale, rise into cobra. And then sway your body from side to side here. Transfer weight into one hand, the other. Let the rib cage sway. Let the element of water move from the pelvis up through the whole of the torso, through the shoulders, overflowing out through the crown. And then wave it all the way back down. Push back to hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Left leg sweeps to the sky. Bend your knee and open the hip. Slowly straighten the leg and lower. Right leg sweeps up to the sky. Bend the knee, open. This time, step the foot all the way forward between your hands. Bend the back foot flat. Rise up, warrior two. One pulse in and expand. Reverse the warrior, but wrap the back arm forward, like you're moving your arms through water, like you're seaweed in the ocean of grace. Come through center, pivot the feet over to the other side. One pulse in. So the second chakra governs our hips, our low belly, our low back, our entire womb space, all the fluids in the body. Come back through center. This time, goddess pose, heels in, toes out, open the arms. Just let the arms move again. Same way. Oh, beautiful. Now catch the elbows on top. Drag the heels in energetically, sit the hips lower. We're gonna circle the body one direction. If you want to release the elbows, you can. One more time, circle. And then back the other direction. Just sometimes feels more supportive to have the hold of the arms. I want you to descend. A little shoo. One more time. Open the arms. Bring the hands right back to Yoni Mudra. Let the pelvis move. That's it. Forward and back. Forward and back. Circle hips. Yes. Circle the hips. Circle the hips. Other direction. Allow it to feel good, right? This dance of desire, the flow of emotion, the arousal of your senses. And then pivot the toes in, feet in, just wave through the spine a couple times. Open the mouth, unhinge the jaw. Arms sweep up. The power of I feel. I feel. I am flowing with. And just we have about 30 seconds left. I just want you to allow that feeling, the flow to move through all the joints. So your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your hips, your knees, your ankles. There's no wrong way. There's no right way. But allow this circulation. Allow this flow. Allow this sweetness, the pleasure of Swahisthana to move through you. Give yourself permission to feel. Permission to feel. Whether it's joy, whether it's sadness, whether it's hope and elation. Yeah. And then just pause, feel that. Feel the ground of support. Feel the sacred waters that flow. We're going to now ignite the fire. Going to interlace all but the first finger for this one mudra called Agni Mudra. This is something called Agni Kriya that I learned from one of my teachers and one of Lisa's teachers, Shiva Ray. So we bend the knees. The Agni Mudra comes to the height of the solar plexus between navel and sternum. And we start to churn from side to side. Right, inhaling and exhaling. We'll start on the slower side. Right, feet are grounded, knees are bent. Right, we use the support of our roots. We use the support of the flow, right? And it's when matter and movement come together that friction happens, that we start to ignite the flame here at Manipura. All right, you might soften the eyes. You might even close them. Right, and then you're gonna find your rhythm with this. And we're gonna churn. We're gonna burn. And we're not gonna stop just when we begin to get warm. We're not gonna stop just when the smoke starts to form, right? We're gonna allow the fire to ignite and the fire to burn, right? To burn through everything that is not serving you. And only you know what that is, all right? So here at Manipura, the color is gold, like the sun, right? The fire of the universe. This is what we're igniting to. This is what we're connecting to. This is your sacred jewel. As I said in the opening meditation, right? It's the jewel of our confidence. It's our jewel of our esteem. It's the jewel of our worthiness. So I want anything that is keeping you from feeling confident, from being confident, from knowing your worth, to strengthening your esteem. I want you to offer it to the fire now. Your smallness serves no one. Your inaction serves no one. We all sabotage ourselves in different ways. But as we come into our power at each of these chakra centers, right, we awaken consciousness and we awaken power of choice. So we can choose differently. We become aware. So we can do things differently. And we can not only change, but we can also transform. And that's what I want for myself. And that's what I want for each and every one of you. Let's take this fire up to the heart. You might visualize the flames radiating out now. Activating your heart fire, desire, the flames of love to live from your heart with courage, with vulnerability. Up to the throat. You bring the sacred flame to purify your expression, so you can return to what is true. What is your true, unique vibration? What is your true, unique voice? I promise you, it's a healing medicine from the world. Don't deny this gift to yourself, to your families, to your communities. Use the fire, burn through. Let your voice be heard. Bring it up to third eye. Using the flame to clear your sight. Anything that's blocking your vision. Anything that's blocking your imagination. Anything that's blocking you from really being able to dream bigger, wilder. To manifest these inspirations, these insights that flash like lightning. Let the fire burn through the doubt, beyond the black and white, binaries and ordinaries, and then all the way up crown of the head. Bringing the sacred flame to anything that is blocking this connection with the divine. Anything that is blocking divine grace from flowing into your body. For you thinking you are separate from this energy of the cosmos, of your higher intelligence. It's not true. Burn through it now. And let's bring in the colors, right? We have white, or all the shades of the rainbow right here. Right, imagine as you turn, you're releasing this rainbow light all the way down like a shower of grace. And then back to third eye, we ignite the color purple. Back to the throat, a sky blue. To the heart, an emerald green. To the solar plexus, gold like the sun. Burning brighter and brighter. And then moving it down to the sunset orange of your sacral center. Use the fire to burn through. The labels of what good emotions are, bad emotions are. Giving yourself permission to experience the genius the taste of each one. Any of your negative emotions around, or your negative notions around pleasure, around desire, offer them to the fire. And then we move it down to the root, the Muladhara, the ruby red, burning through anything that's keeping you from being here, from being grounded, being present, for taking responsibility for you, for your body, for your life, for your swadharma. All right, last little bit. Start to bring it back to the height of the solar plexus. Maybe you turn a little bit faster. Belly is toned. Flames ignited. Any last personal offerings of transformation, offer them now. That's it. Last 10, 9, 8, 7. I hope you're sweating. I am. 3, 2, and 1. And then just pause, spin the palms forward. Feel in to the flames radiating out, the sacred fire at the center of you. That you have the power to transform again and again and again. That you have the support of above and below to take action, to play, to laugh. I can, and I will, and I say yes to this gift of life. Little hint of a smile. And let's take it up to the heart. Bowing into you. Open your arms like 2 wings. Ground down. Feel from the earth all the way up to the heart. The breath of the heart. The breath of life. The breath of love. And then exhale, pulse it in. Touch your center of your anahata each time. Expand your heart wings so you can fly, you can soar. And then we'll add a little pulse with it, alternating one leg and the other. So standing on right leg, left leg extends back. Any degree, it might lift off an inch. It might move to kind of like a modified warrior 3. Give yourself the space you need to soar. To soar on God's wings. To soar on Anahata's wings. Anahata means the unwounded, the unbreakable you. As the real you, the essence of you can never be broken. One more time each side. Pulse it in. And then take the hands, interlace them behind you. Lift up, lengthen the tailbone. Climb open, back of the heart to the front of the chest. Bend the knees deeply. And then pour upper body over lower body. Sink the hips. Lift your chest like you're going to soar off the edge of the mountain. And then exhale, fold. One more time, inhale. And exhale, fold. Release your hands down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, step back to plank pose, the top of a push-up. The arms are an extension of the heart. Push down in the name of love. Tap the knees to the earth. Walk the arms toward the pose of the heart chakra. Anahata asana, forehead to the ground. Hips over knees. Forehead, nose, or chin to the ground. Draw the lower belly in, front ribs in, melt the back of the heart. All the sentiments of the heart, all the ways in which you love, invite them all in. Press into your palms, lift the chest. Bring your elbows down to the ground. Bring your hands into a prayer, elbows shoulder width apart. Tuck the toes under, lift up behind the knees. Take your feet wide for a dolphin pose. Bend the knees. Lift the sit bones up, head is off the ground. want you to pulse the back of the heart to the front of the chest. Open through the front and back door of Anahata. Breathe in and out. And then slowly walk your legs back, just passing through a forearm plank pose. And bring the pelvis down to the ground. Slide the elbows forward for Sphinx pose, toes tucked down. Press down into the elbows. Press down into the pubic bone. Curl the right hamstring, bring your heel into your sit bone as close as you can. Keep pushing into the elbows, keep curling the chest up. And then switch. Heel comes in as close as you can. Press down into the elbows, forearms. Press down into the pubic bone. Keep bringing the heel in, curl up, lengthen up. And slowly lower the leg, lower the chest down. Interlace your hands behind your back. If that's not possible, you can also use a strap. Press the pelvis, lift the chest up. Lift the legs up, chin slightly in for Shalabhasana. Let's pulse on the flow of the breath. Slowly lowering. Inhale, rise. We rise like air. We rise like love. Because we are love. One more time. Free the arms, open them like wings. Plant the feet down and a little soar from side to side. How can you soar in love today? Hands either side of the rib cage, rise into cobra or maybe upward facing dog. Take it back, downward facing dog. Sweep your left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, heel to the sit bone, just like you did on your belly, but now melt your heart forward. Imagine your foot could touch your head, just imagine it. Boop. And then draw the knee powerfully to the navel. And extend the left leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee, a little jump. Woo! Little taking flight, lower left foot down. Right leg sweeps up, lift from the inner leg. Bend the knee, heel to sit bone. Melt the heart, lift the chest. Lift the head, imagine your foot could touch. And then reverse it, draw the knee into the belly, third eye. Extend the leg out, strong straight arms, bend the left knee, little jump. Whoop! And step your right foot all the way through the hands. Flying in love, back foot spins flat, inhale. Rise up, big circle of the arms back and around. Sweep the arms forward, up, back and around. Interlace the hands behind you. Climb on up, hug the hips in. Exhale, bow forward to the inside. Release the head. Inhale, rise up. Free the arms. Left arm swims down. Pivot the feet all the way to the back of your mat. Set up for warrior one on the left side. Bend the left knee. Seal the back foot flat. Lift your inner arch. Big circle of the arms. Catch the hands behind you. Interlace. Climb up. Lead from the heart. Lead with love. The highest vibration there is. Remember your unbreakable nature. Ground into the feet. Rise on up. Right arm floats down. We pivot all the way back to the original front of the mat. This time be on the ball of your back foot. One more series here. Right feet hip width apart will help you balance. Exhale, flow it down. Think of all the ways in which air moves. Flow it down. And then this time, chest comes forward. We are going to come into our warrior three. All right, and then add a little pulse. Maybe you bring the heel to the sit bone and the arms open. Bring it in. Find your creative inspiration. One more. Giant step back. We'll pivot through center. All the way over to the left side, feet hip width. Ball of the back foot, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Getting ready to take flight. It's actually our most vulnerable move we can make, and our most empowered move we can make. We're fully open through the bottom chakras. We're fully open through the heart. And that's how we can take the biggest flap to really generate the power of our wings and fly. And then maybe you bend the standing leg, bring the opposite heel to the sit bone. You might hold still, you might just move the arms. How do you fly? How do you soar in love? Power growing. Step it back. Pivot all the way through. Hands come to the ground. Step back to plank. Lower all the way to the belly. Swoop the arms back behind you. Bend the knees. Heels to sit bones. Find your ankles. Press the pubic bone down. Kick the shins back as you lift the chest out. Breathe. Breathe into the aham prema, the mantra of the heart, the I am love. I am love. I am love. Slowly lower down. Heels come in. Extend the legs. You can stack the hands, forehead down, or turn the head to one side. And breathe. Soften everything a little bit more in the name of love. Push back, hands and knees. Sit back, child's pose. We move from the ruby red to the sunset orange, to the gold with the sun, to the emerald green now, to the sky blue at the heart, at the throat. Take the hands behind you, flip the fingers, curl up, lengthen the sides of the neck. Breathe, shine this light of purity, this light of truth out through the center of your throat. Chin comes in, bring it forward, sweep it in around. So the throat chakra makes way of what we call the sahaja, the spontaneous flow of movement, the spontaneous sound of creation. Maybe lift the hips up as you come around. Then just come back to center, hands to heart. Take a deep breath in. Take out open the mouth, a big lion's roar. Hands come down, downward, facing dog. Sweep the right leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. This time we're going to flip the dog over. Press the hips up. Take your left hand to the base of the skull. Support the head completely. Left shoulder blade on the back. Open up into full expression in your wild, wild thing. And then flip it back over. Knee comes into the navel. Extend your leg out to the left. Come onto the pinky toe side of the foot and then seal the foot down. Bring your hand to the heart. Then bring the hand to the base of the skull. Right shoulder anchors onto the back of the body. The hips hug in. And then lean back. Support the head. Hand comes down. One little half push-up. Push it back downward, facing dog. Take one vinyasa just to clear the way before we do it on the second side. Left leg sweeps to the sky. Bend your knee, open the hip. We'll flip it over. Wild thing. Press into the right hand. Externally rotate the upper arm. Shoulder blade on the back. Left hand holds onto the skull. You traction it. You lengthen it. You shine this beautiful sky blue light out. Find your expression. Flip it over. Knee to navel. Bring it across the body to the right. Spin the foot flat. Anchor left shoulder on the back. Feel that external rotation, hand to heart, hand to the base of the skull. Lean the head back into the hand. Give yourself the support you need to open this pathway from heart to mind, mind to heart, to live in truth, authenticity. Hand down. Little push up. Downward dog. Wave it forward into plank. Tap the knees down. Child's pose. Push the ground away. Hands can sweep back behind you. Your third eye center connects with the ground. Roll the head a little from right to left. Massage this entry point into the doorway of your intuition, to your inner knowing, your magic. Come through center, rise on up, sit on the heels. Inhale, lift up, lift up. I want you to feel the rainbow light all the way through to the third eye and just bow it down. A few times. Rising on up. Feel this wave. Wave of potentiality, of possibility, of power. Bringing our magic and grounding it all the way to the earth. One more. Good. You sit all the way up. I'm just going to turn so you can see me better. Pivot both feet over to the left. Sit down if you can. Keep the eyes closed down now, shining out through this inner illumination of the third eye. Arms reach up. Twist to the right. Broaden the collarbone. First, the head turns and looks to the right. And then turn the head back and look over left shoulder. Come back to center and just swivel the feet to the other side. Again, try it with the eyes closed down. Arms float up. Twist to the left. Come onto the left fingertips. Broaden collarbone. And then keep the twist. But then turn the head, just the head. Expanding your scope of vision over to the right. And then bring the head back to center. Swivel the legs around in front. Again, if you can, keep the eyes closed down. Feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. So a modified Paschimottanasana. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift out of the low back. As you exhale, hinge from the hips. Either bring the elbows to the shins or elbows to the inside. And plug the thumbs into your third eye center. And just breathe in and breathe out. Sometimes we have to close the two eyes to reveal the truths that only the third eye can see. Awaken your cosmic vision now. To see outside the box. New ways of thinking, new ways of behaving. New ways of inspiration. And slowly coming on up. Again, if you can, keep the eyes closed down, cross the ankles. Sit up tall. Make a peace sign with your right hand. Bring the peace fingers right to the third eye center. Right thumb comes to right nostril, right ring finger comes gently to left nostril. Your left hand can come into chin or Yana Mudra. Palm up or down. Take a deep breath through both nostrils. Gently close off the right. Exhale out only through the left. Inhale left. Close off the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Gently close off right. Exhale left. Inhaling through the lunar channel, activating the energy of spontaneity, of nourishment, of creativity and flow. Pause. Exhale out through the right. And then breathing in the light of the sun, enlivening the energy of activation, of to-do lists, of logic and reason, of pure power. Close. Exhale left. Inhale the empowerments of the sacred feminine. Pause. Exhale out through the right. Inhale the empowerments of the sacred masculine. Pause. Exhale out through the left. And then release the hands and breathe into balance both hemispheres of the brain, the currents of the solar and the lunar channels, the sacred masculine and feminine, the Shiva and Shakti, all merge into oneness here. When you're ready, and in your own way, find your way onto your back to your final resting pose of Shavasana, the absolute perfect pose for the Sahasrara Chakra. So find your way onto your back. Giving yourself permission to rest, to release, to surrender to divine grace. Soften your muscles, your bones. Sink into the deliciousness of gravity. All the while you stay open to divinity. What would it be like to lead from your crown chakra? What would it be like to invite the divine into every action that you take? Whether that's your yoga practice, whether that's in the way in which you eat, the way in which you make love, the way in which you work or show up for your child, your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your partner. Use the powers of your imagination now and visualize a 1,000-petaled, infinite petaled lotus unfurling right at the crown of your head. Each petal the color of the rainbow. And then the light of the divine shines down and through. The petals absorb all the nutrients, all of this grace, all of this freedom and liberation and vision and possibility. It can't hold it just at the crown, so it begins to seep through the stalk of the lotus that travels down through the third eye, and this energy of the divine coats the brain, the front and back of the eyes, the front and back of the skull. It continues to drip down into the throat, amplifying your voice of truth. Down through the shoulders, the arms, the fingers. Down through the front and back of the hearts, remembering of you, of your true nature of love. Into the front, back, and sides of the solar plexus, the place where divine will meets personal will. All the way into your feeling center, welcoming it all. All the way down into the base of the pelvis. This light of the divine continues to shine through the channels of the legs, the feet, all the way through the toes, the soles of the feet, and drips off into the earth. All of you is sacred. All of you is sacred. You are a body of light, of pulsating consciousness and power. It's a time we awaken to the truth of who we are, and we can use this beautiful map of the chakras to do it again and again and again. This journey never ends. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Stretch this body of light in all directions. Open the mouth, take a little yawn. Knees come into the chest and give yourself a loving, loving hug. Maybe kiss one shoulder or one knee, whatever you can reach. And then roll to one side. Find your fetal shape. And then use your hands to come on up to sitting. You can bring your hands to your heart or to any of the other chakra centers that need your love and attention. And just bowing into your radiant power. Turn the corners of the mouth slightly out. And we'll seal this journey across the rainbow bridge with one Om. Take a deep breath in. A little hint of a smile. Just breathing into the power of I am. I feel. I can. I love. I express. I see. And I am one with. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Cristi. That was so beautiful. I would love to hear how you all feel. Before that, I just want to announce we have a winner. And the winner is Annie Fletcher. Annie, congratulations. You get a copy of Christi's book and a pair of the boho crop in white. If you could, Annie, just put your email in the chat so that we can reach out to you. And then if you would like to talk to Cristi, share your feelings, thoughts, whatever, feel free to go ahead and unmute yourself. And I'm one more time going to paste in the chat where you can buy her book.
Thank you, everyone. If someone wants to chat, I would love to hear from you. You can also just write in the chat box. I did ask you to write one word about how you were feeling at the beginning. Maybe share one word or one phrase about how you're feeling now. Thank you, Amber. Calmer. Thank you, Christina. Headache gone. Yay! Karen, peaceful. Colleen, relaxed. Beautiful. Thank you so much for allowing me to share a little peek into this system of just great power and grace and beauty. It's an honor and a pleasure, and I hope I get to spend more time with you all. I'm seeing wonderful, fantastic class. I feel great, lovely, so well organized. Sending you love, Marjorie. We're all sending you love. Annie, how fun. I feel wrung out. Yes. I didn't know I had so much to release. Relaxed and open, light and vibrant. Yeah. So for those of you I'm just connecting with for the first time, I would love to share my book with you. The way it's designed, it does take you on a 7-week journey if you choose to do it in that way. And each day, there's different practices, and the practices range from creating sacred space in your home to mudra, to meditation, to what I created a body prayer. It's like a sun salutation for each chakra, and we kind of did pieces of them today. And I also created audio recordings for each of these, so you could use my voice to follow along with, and that becomes completely free with the book. Yeah, it's basically been my life's work up until now here in a book form. And I'm also on Instagram. You can follow me at Cristi Christensen. Have amazing retreats and online programs coming up this summer that I'd love to share with you, and just continue to support on your journey of unfolding and awakening, and how we can come together in these big, beautiful, and amazing ways to support each other at this time. Karen, I'm seeing just what I needed today to transform the lunar eclipse. Yes, we just came off of a very big astrological week. I have to run. You're so welcome, Janet. All right. Well, if anyone has anything they'd like to share, I'll stay on for a couple more moments. If not, I will look forward to seeing you. I'm just going to put my Instagram handle in here, just in case you'd like to connect that way, and from there you can see all the other different ways we can connect too. It's just kind of the quickest portal. And if you like the outfit is Kira Grace from head to toe. It's the boho pants, full length, and I forget what the top is.
It's called the Duchess sculpting top, and it looks so good on you. I love it. It's a crop
sculpting top. It's cropped, but I'm petite. I'm short, so it's more full length for me, but it might be cropped for you.
Oh, you look really good in it. Thank you so much, Cristi. Did anyone want to stay and chat with her?
I think people are in their space, but it's good. If anyone, I'll stay on for another minute or two.
I just wanted to say thank you so much. It was great to see you again.
So great to see you. I know I miss seeing you live on Mondays. I know you watch the replays, but for work, so it was such a treat to have you today.
Thank you so much. It was great.
Karen. Well, thank you,
found
Cristi.
the link and oh yes, Kelly. Well, so if you found the link late, no problem. This class will be posted on the Kira Grace YouTube channel. So you'll be able to watch it again, or if you didn't make the whole class, you can watch it for the first time.
It'll be there probably by midweek next week, so maybe sooner.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
Stay tuned. All right, and I hope everybody enjoys their goodies. And if you get the book, let me know what you think. I always love getting messages of how people are working with the book and everything else that I share. So happy Saturday.
A wonderful
Thank you,
weekend.
Kira Grace. Thank you, Lisa.
Bye.